Hello guys, what's up? I've been dead on this channel for like 4 years. I might actually pop in and do a sketchbook tour. This is a sketchbook tour, obviously. Pop in and do a sketchbook tour every once in a while because I find them really interesting and be cool to watch it, right? Anyways, this is like my 6th sketchbook. I could tour the rest of them if anybody wants. I mean, my channel's kind of dead, but if this actually goes anywhere, yeah. Also, if you need to know what any of the stickers are from, I know this one is from Milky Tomato. Oh, and this one as well, and this one here, and this one here, and these two. They're all Milky Tomato. The rest are like miscellaneous stuff from Redbubble. This is just like Hot Topic or something. So, yeah. This was also from a friend. Anyways, let's get started. Here's all my OC's names, and then like some stuff I write for like to remember stuff. Anyways, so I started this sketchbook took me forever. Started it in June, right? If I can count correctly. 2022 all the way to what? November 2024. Took me forever. I don't know, I just might have been in some sort of art block or something. Anyways, this is one of my characters that I've been doing for the first page, although this is just the first time my new sketchbook I drew on the same character. Each time I do the first page, I try to add something that's like kind of similar. So like my last one was an artist. The first one was like some wolf person, and then I just keep changing it each time. My 7th sketchbook is similar. I can put a picture of it on the screen. Anyways, this is some kid who is at a camp I was in, like band camp, and then I drew him, but it's not that good. But man, is there so much improvement in this sketchbook. Yeah. And then here, I just did some doodles for some reason, and this was figuring out some colors for a piece I did. I can also put that on the screen. And here's me saying that July is almost over. I don't really remember what was going on at the time other than that. But yeah, some fruity people that not as OCs. These are OCs. And if you're watching my channel and you've been on my channel for a long time, you know who these people are. And if you're a first time watcher, you can go see. It's mostly just gotcha videos, but these two had a chokehold on me for a long time, but not as much in the sketchbook. There's more in my last one and the one before that I drew them a lot. So this is supposed to be them when they're like 14 or something. And they're like my only OCs who actually age like throughout time. Most of them just stay the same. So they're like something like 20 or something now. I'm not gonna even try to do the math. But yeah, there's them too. And here's me trying to redesign Winter Mint, which, man, they look a lot more different now. And here's one, and I was like, that one looks nothing like them at all. Even if I did make the hair like Mint. But this was like when I decided to make Winter Mint's hair short. I can also put a current picture of them on the screen too. So this was supposed to be lore-wise what happened. I'm going through an emo phase. And then here's Izzy Clough. It was also OC I was so obsessed with in like my first and second sketchbook mostly. And they're a species I made up called the tail swing. And it was like Izzy Clough. One of my only OCs who had a last name for like a long time. Or like when I made them, they had a last name. Most of them I just add it and it just feels weird, which I probably should work on. Oh, and here's me drawing all my old OCs. Like, if you've been on my channel for a long time, you would know. There's Eliza, who's like a bear girl, Ethan, August, Paxton, they've actually, what I would say now is gone into retirement because they're, I just never ever draw them, but it's fun to do it every once in a while, you know? Anyways, there's Eliza and Paxton, they're siblings, and he's supposed to be just like an idiot. Oh, you from Tennessee because you're the only 10. And then he means icy, but he falls over before he can say it. And then there's Among Us on the computer, which is very hard to see. You're probably not going to be able to see it. Here's a thing where I drew in receipts because I seen another artist do it and I thought it was interesting, so I decided to do that. And here's the first birth of my moth OC, who's named Anno, with Orchid, another one who is in Chris and Nico's world, and he's like also kind of an elf who loves moths. So yeah. And there's him and Sprout, who's another one of my OCs. All I ever draw is OCs, really, anyways. She's like a girl who loves, like, she's a young girl who loves Band-Aids and has lived in the forest with this little doll who's supposedly alive. Yeah, and she's always followed by Sprouts, like one with Mother Nature or something? I don't know how to explain it. And then here's Diamond and Rosette. Some of them were my old OCs. I don't think she ever showed up in any of my gotcha videos. But I decided when later on that she was a lesbian, but there is a video about that. And then she's got the girl in red. We fell in love in October. Some like K-pop lady or something. And then like a whimsical dancing lady. And they're supposed to be doing homework, but not. And here's more OCs. They're supposed to be from a 80s world, but their outfits don't really look like 80s. Maybe them more than her, but this is very like right now kind of style. Anyways, it's called the laundromat. Probably shouldn't say too much because I will be here for too long. Oh, and here's the first of Elias and Haru. You will see so much of them in here, especially Elias. And this is the first appearance of Haru in this book. Oh my god, does he look so different now, but you have to wait for a while for that. Here's a redraw that I did from my mind. Like, I mean, I didn't have a photo with me, so I just did from what I remembered. I can also put a picture of that if I need to. And these are not connected, as I said. This is a girl who like did my nails in real life, and I was kind of scared of her, but I thought she looked pretty or whatever, so I drew her anyways. Yeah. Wow. Oh my god. I'm probably gonna have to edit that one out. Anyways, so this is Lorelai, and she's part of Elias and Haru's story. She's like Elias's best friend, except she has vitiligo, and somehow I forgot about it. And this is Anthony, who was also in the story, but he's gone. I don't know what happened, but he just like became irrelevant and just not in the story anymore. His design is interesting, but like I don't know. I have nowhere to put him. And then here's Orchid and Yuki from the Nico and Chris story. If they like didn't cross over to Earth, their lore is kind of odd. Like I would need to redo it. But this is if they were like have anything to do with humans and they're like in their mythical world. And there's more Nico and Chris. I think there's a good amount of them in this book. Like whenever I didn't know what to draw, I just drew them. So, oh, and here's my school doodles, which you probably see several times. 9th grade, first semester. And this one's kind of funny. These kids were throwing stuff all around and I couldn't focus, and it was math, and I already suck at math, so that's not helpful. So yeah, it's funny now, but then I was just like, you gotta be joking. Here's Elia. She's another one of my elf OCs, and Willica, another OC. I drew this. I thought it was ugly. Like the proportions mostly is off, so I redid it. Oh, and So yeah, it turned out really cool though with the blue and the gel pen. And then Twig, another OC. She doesn't really have much lore. She's just a deer girl who lives in the forest. Now I think about it, I think I have like a lot of OCs who live in the forest, interestingly. Here's Angie. She's also part of Eli's and Haru's story, Oblivious. That's what's the name. The name is called. Here's Eli's and Haru again. It looks nothing like Haru anymore. But whenever I drew this, I was like, man, this is so good. And I still like it a lot. I mean, the way I draw his hair and some other things is like different. Yeah. Also, believe it or not, when I first made Elias, he did not have a special interest of jellyfish, which is crazy because that's like his whole personality anymore. Here's some other OCs who live in the forest, except like it was a dystopian story. I actually wrote more about it for creative writing, but it was a time crunch, so it wasn't the best. Here, I tried an anti-style, like whenever that was popular, you might remember, because, you know, these are a little bit old now. So yeah, I think it kind of looks anti-stylish, but you can still see kind of like my style in it. But I think the square glasses and kind of reminds me early 2000s art style a little bit, like cartoon. Oh, my friend wrote this, or did that. Here's another of Elias. His head shape, both on these two, just got pretty wonky. But yeah, I posted this on Instagram for Valentine's Day, and the lighting was really bad. Before I had this phone. So here's Jin again from the Laundromat story. Oh, you'll see more of this guy. I think there was a little bit of some over back here. Right here is a little bit here of Mad Bunny. You'll see more about that later. He's a OC, but like is in a band in my OC world. Although there might be some divisions, but whatever. He's like a famous alt artist. Here's more of Anthony. I still like this page a lot, especially this one. The expression is just so good, and I like it a lot. This one, not so much, but you know. Oh, and this one here is a little challenge I was going around, I think, where you would draw like shapes with a color and then go over it and make it into stuff. So that's why they're so wacky. I had my dad do it, so I wasn't like consciously picking what it was. This one's kind of disturbing. Oh, and here's me trying to develop Haru. You'll see multiple times I do this because I was never satisfied with the way he looked for a really long time. And here's him being followed by girls, and he's just like, ew. But this is not really how this story is anymore. He's supposed to be short. I said he's 5'4", but I think he's probably more like 5'5". But in my old sketchbook, I said he was like 4'9". I'm not doing him that dirty. That's bad. Oh, and here's Angie again. No, this is Angie. This is Lorelai. She's got anger issues. And here's her and Angie are like best friends, but Elias and Angie are not really good friends, but she's not mean to him like a lot of other people in this story. This one is more accurate to how she looks. I think I said here that they look too similar. Kind of, I don't know. And here I was like, I developed all the characters and this is gonna be everyone. No, definitely not. This hand, I don't know, it doesn't look right. It's with Haru. And then Anthony's also not in the story anymore. This drawing of Lorelai I still really like. Yeah, see, it's called Oblivious, and Elias is the main character. Here's this doing a doodle page with me looking very concerningly. My friend drew that. And then my friend drew this as well, and then my other friend drew that, because I was just like, I need to get out my comfort zone. Oh, and here, look, I I'm half a month away from a year in the sketchbook, and I'm not even halfway through the sketchbook. That's insane. Like, you can see how long this sketchbook took me. 2.5 years. I didn't know what I was on, okay? Probably art block. Here's Elias. He's supposed to be like a little bit younger. I don't know if his 12 might be too young. I don't know how old you think he looks, but here's him with his obsession with jellyfish. This is probably like his childhood toy that some idiot took from him because he's autistic and vulnerable. Here's more school doodles. Second semester of 9th grade. There's a little snail underneath there. A lot of me crying and random things. Oh, and this here is a sculpture I made in ceramics where her arms fell off and her head also fell off, but we were able to glue it on, but the arms were unsavageable. They were broke. I kind of got mad because they would not stay together. It wouldn't stay on there. And there's her with Anno, and he's like, oh, she look like a moth. I can show you the figure real quick. Here it is. This is what it actually looks like. Oh, she has a little shrimp. Swamp. Anyways, so yeah, you can probably see. Oh, and when it was firing in the kiln, they left this dummy thing. Oh, don't look at that. They left this dummy thing on. Well, there was a sub, and yeah, this is supposed to come off, but it's stuck because of the glaze, and I had to paint it myself with acrylic paint because there was issues. There was no glaze to pick from because the teacher wasn't buying more. Anywho, but she turned out fine in the end. But yeah, she just has a disability of no 2 arms, you know? Oh well. I named her Cynthia, but that was just like mostly a one-time drawing. Here is Nico and Chris again being little gays. And here is this guy who was the same as guy as the second page, if you can remember this, and you can see the total improvement. I mean, he looks different too, so he has like a different kind of hair. Zap Van Camp, clarinet player and the flute player. Just so this other guy, and then there's me being a goober. Yeah. Oh, and here's another girl. She's what I mean is she's a part of this oblivious world. And she's supposed to be like, she's an evil girl. She was like something I can't say. And then she's like this towards Haru, except it's a little different. Like, he doesn't follow her so obliviously. Yeah. But yeah, she is toxic and manipulative and does hooking ups all the time. And here, I was like, Haru needs friends. I can't just have these plot holes like this. So here's his first appearance of his friends. They're not so bad boys. I mean, they're kind of bad, but it says they get good grades. I don't know about that. Here's Elias in his room, licking a pen. I still like this one a lot, even though I don't draw side facings the same, but I still like this a lot. And here is Autumn and Laurelyn trying to make Autumn. Actually, I don't think I drew Autumn. Like, I just had her like as a little chibi. So this is her first like actual self. Them two cuties. I drew myself. This is here because this makes me look like Sid the Sloth. You might think it looks okay, but to me, that is not great. You can tell the difference, right? Anyways. This is me drawing like someone like a divine empress. I think she was supposed to be pregnant. Don't ask why. I don't know. And this is Chris and Nico again. I drew half of this in the car, which I did fine with. And then here's a new OC that I had just made up right here, named Schiff. And they're like a water creature, kind of like a siren, but not evil siren. Her arm fins are kind of inspired by Avatar, The Way of Water. And then I did this little comic. You can pause if you want to read it. And then here's her friend that I made named Aurora. She's supposed to be like a slug girl who dwells at the bottom of the sea. And there's a little sluggy here. And this is my friend's OC that I said that I decided to draw because I think I was feeling a bit emo, and I was just like, their OC's emo. I should do that apparently. Oh, and here's an interaction with Haru, Elias, Jamal, and Andrew. You can also pause if you want to read that. They're just making fun of him, and Haru has a crush on Elias, actually, but he doesn't know how to confront his feelings, so he bullies him, and they too know. Here's me, just like doodlings of me, and then there's, look, hello. Guess what? This meets the halfway point, and I had the sketchbook for over a year, and it's close to 2 years. So, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, this was me planning out the character for the halfway page because I wanted to do something interesting. So yeah, I think this is a character from the first page. Oh my eye. Anyways, so here's this. I don't know why I never colored it, but I at least outlined it. So it goes like this, and then they're supposed to be like a real clumsy person. And then this is the outcome. Oh, that hole in the painting. Anyway, yeah, pretty interesting. Here's Jen and Felix again from the laundromat. Don't ask me what they're doing. That's a kind of odd placement, I have to say. And then there's Elias and Haru, except it's like a little bit of a different AU where Haru's a swimmer. I mean, excuse me. And then Elias is a marine biologist, but to be honest, he would be a marine biologist when he gets older. So yeah. And then there's them right there, because he's talking about, did you see jellyfish? And then he's like, I can't do that without a deep water tank. Although, to be honest, I'm pretty sure there are jellyfishes that swim on the surface, but I didn't realize that at the time. Here's this. This is when it hit 2024. And here's the school doodles for 10th grade, first semester. And this is when this little creature became to life. You'll see them a lot in more school doodle stuff. There's not supposed to actually be a neck. Whoa! And here's more doodles. There's a lot of frustration, I think. And here's a little something. Got cut off, unfortunately. A lot of me just like saying stuff about what's going on. Oh, and here is the first picture of Mad Bunny. I think I probably forgot to mention anymore with them on the shirt, like the logo, kind of like this. Anyways, this is him. He is, I mean, my bad. So yeah, this is some of my most unique design, I feel. I really like his design. And then this is supposed to be like someone else in the band, kind of, yeah, like the guitarist, but I draw him. I don't know where they went, to be honest. I don't even think they're in my new OC list at all. And then there's him, supposed to be like, since he's the bunny, he's supposed to be like a fox or something. And that's a good side facing right there. And then here's like the drummer. She's like, oh yeah, they're supposed to be in the 80s, because I love the 80s and the aesthetic of it. So yeah, I probably should redraw her, that would be good. And here's Wintermint, before they turned into a bat. Spoiler! So yeah, I think there's probably something. Oh, I forgot about that. Let's just, yeah, I use a reference for this post, which I rarely do. So yeah, and here's this. If you remember when McDonald's did the collab with Japan or something, I just know, like, did this in mangas. McDonald's. I decided to just draw a character like that, even though I don't even eat McDonald's. And then, yeah, I drew both of these when I was on a trip, and I had an idea of like a tiny fairy who's in a flower. So yeah, it's not an OC, just design, I guess. Here's them four again. I didn't realize how many times I actually drew them. This page kind of makes everything fat, but yeah, getting that chunkiness. So yeah. Oh, and this is the outfit idea I had. Oh my god, you will not believe how long this took. Like, why didn't I do it more like this? Anyways, it's supposed to be something crocheted. I don't know, had a vision. And then here is Lydia again, being a SULC. I mean, what? I did not say anything. I don't know what you're talking about. She's just looking delicious, I think. Here is Chu To. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. He's supposed to be Vietnamese. Sorry if I butcher that. Him, like, supposed to be older here. And then another drawing of him. It's looking kind of, I mean, and then here's another thing of Wintermint trying to develop an outfit. I need to draw this outfit again. I don't know why I have not. Still not a, what? Still not a bat yet, that's what I meant to say. Then here's Haru and Andrew. This is me talking about side facings. I finally did one decently. I always have a hard time with them anyways. He's talking about Elias being autistic, and he's like, bro, what the freak? And here's silly little guy. Me for real. That's supposed to be like me simplified, basically. And this one is so cute. Oh, and here is the birth of Wintermint as a bat. This I still think is really good. The wings, really good. Lately I've been drawing the wings with 3 of these and not 4, but there is different bats with 3 and 4. I don't know. And here is this. We're just gonna ignore that. Oh, and then look. Oh, my bad, I got distracted. This is another school doodles page. 10th grade, 2nd semester. More Mad Bunnies. And yeah, itchy Lisa. Yeah, that. There was a lot this time. This might be the most I ever had. I've had a lot in my other sketchbook too. So here's Lydia and like someone who's supposed to be like her friend, but I've never drawn her outside of the sketchbook. I drew her twice and that's it. So I don't know. Yeah, Lydia again. Oh, and here's Elias and Haru having a conversation, and Elias just wanting to beat someone up. No, wait, Lorelai wanting to beat someone up for Elias. Anyways, more Nico and Chris. And me trying to practice side facings. Most of these are not that great. This one's pretty decent. This one's alright. This one's also alright, but that one's okay too, but most of them are like this one, not that good, but you know, I'm working on it. Oh, and this is Schiff and Aurora again. Why do I feel like I have someone else named Aurora? Well, anyways, this is that one audio that you might know from TikTok. I was totally obsessed with it, but it's like, I like the cat. Do you like the cat? Please kill it. Why do you do this? You are a crazy person. I'm very angry because it will kill us. But he doesn't seem like a bad guy. Coochie, coochie, coochie. Meow, meow, meow. And then, yeah, there's the aftermath. Anyways, here's Elias and Haru again. I literally draw them all the times, even now. Me talking about sketchbook tours because, you know, they're very fun to watch. And I wanted to be done with the sketchbook. I was like, get me done. But there's 30 more pages left. And here's a rare thing with the head tilted up, which I actually did decently with NO. yeah, here's Haru. This is most similar to how he looks, but his hair on the top looks a little different. But this still, I think, is a good drawing. And then here's a little vent thing. Yeah. Wait, I missed a page. Here's more of Elias and Haru, like all the times. And Lydia again. Is it Haru and Lorelai being a little freaky? I tell you. And then here's a comic. You can pause to read if you want, but you can also read it on my Instagram. I posted it there too. There's more Elias and some really old doodles from like 9th grade, I think. They were crusty, as you can probably tell. They kind of faded. Anyways, here's I made up, but like, I never draw him. He's supposed to be like a ethereal type character. More Angie. I just draw oblivious characters all the time. I was just trying to make a webtoon, but to be honest, if I ever make it, it's probably gonna be when I'm out of college. So I drew Elias's and Haru's room, which I think still looks pretty nice, but I think I needed this to be bigger. Yeah, here's me venting about not even drawing in my sketchbook in a whole week. If I'm trying to do this sketchbook speed run, it's not happening. Here's this. You can pull these out, but I'm not gonna bother. Just like some confetti I got from an Etsy package. So a random character. And then more of Winter Mint. Those wings are not how it works at all, but you know, it's fine. There's me, and then there's a little guy. Then here's more of Haru and Anthony this time. He did the Chad face, and then he got a picture taken, and then he's trying to run away with the picture. But this is a really good side facing I did. And I said this, but I ate my words. I can never I draw a good one and then I draw a bad one. Anyways, there's more Nico and Chris. This is a redraw. I could put the first one on the screen. His pose is a little bit more different. And then here's a land girl. I really like this design, but I haven't done anything with it. So yeah. And then a vampire guy who's supposed to be flying upside down, but like this part of the page kind of got whack. Whatever, right? If you want to see it this way, that's how it looks. It's kind of funny. Looks best the way it's supposed to be. Here's me trying to develop drawing more like a chubby guy, because I've drawn chubby girls, but not usually a chubby guy, like a different body type. And then here's a jellyfish girl. I feel like I could do so much better. And here's some stuff that I put in from a keychain. I got this one here. Sea slugs, they're so cute. Oh, and here's this girl from before, Lydia's friend, Mika. But I don't know, I've not drawn her since then. So here's a drawing of Elias. I still like these two a lot. This doesn't look like him. It's a fine drawing. It does not look like him, that's all. Style upgrade. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Anyways, I drew it back after a while. And also him rubbing his piercing, because he took it out. Oh, and here's Anthony. I decided to draw even if he's not in the story anymore, even by this time. I think it's so cute. He's supposed to be like a little decor guy. And then almost the end of the sketchbook, and I'm sad. Oh yeah, him following Elias. So I decided he's kind of in the story. He's just irrelevant. He might become a background character or something. But yeah, he's supposed to be a year younger than him now. A sophomore, and Elias and the rest of them are juniors. Here's another of Matt Bunny. Side facing is not great, but the rest are good. Stage outfit and performance outfit. And then a little tag I got from some clothes. And then here's the last page. I literally cannot believe it took this short amount of time, even though I'll probably edit this video and it'll be 20 hours. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, I did this mostly in alcohol, and then on this side I did color pencil and water marker so it wouldn't bleed through onto this page. Same with here. I think I just did water markers. so it won't bleed through. And then some like washi tape for texture. And yeah. Oh, you're saying you gotta lay it super flat to make the legs look right. But yeah, those wings are pretty good. I don't know why. There's this one with the 3, and then the first one had the 4 of these things, whatever you would call it. And then yeah, I don't know what is in the pocket. Ooh, look at this. Oh, this little thing I put on up, it was for ceramics. A little drawing of Elias. A not great drawing of side-facing Elias. A deer for some odd reason. And oh, not sure about that. Empty sticker sheet. That thing. And that's it. Wait. Oh, yeah, that is it. Okay. Thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more from me. You can mostly just follow my Instagram because I'm not that active on YouTube, as you can probably tell. My last video was like 4 years ago. I did upload like my first sketchbook tour, but I had to delete it because it accidentally probably exposed myself. So yeah, if you want more like this, just let me know. Like, and do my older sketchbooks, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this is 6, and then I could do 7, but I'm working on 7 right now. So yeah. Anyways, that's all for today. Bye bye.